Bold and Understanding here. Congratulations to Naoya Inoue for becoming 2023 Fighter of the Year. Well deserved on his behalf. Me personally, I had Terrence Crawford being Fighter of the Year for the reasons I stated in my last video. However, also said it doesn't really matter. You know, when it comes down to these two fighters, they both made history this year alone. And on top of that, both of them had dominant performances. Now, I guess in the case of Terrence Crawford, he only had one fight. That might have contributed to it a lot for him not becoming 2023 Fighter of the Year, even though his rematch clause originally was scheduled for December. And, you know, because of Showtime being shut down, the fight got pushed back. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not mad at the results when it comes to Naoya Inoue. Like I said, I like both fighters. I like Naoya Inoue and Terrence Crawford. But, you know, at the end of the day, I guess they looked at it like, hey, activity sells. The fact that he did beat Stephen Fulton for one set of belts and then he turned around and beat Tapales for another set of belts contributed to it the most. My thing was, you know, the argument I did make for Terrence Crawford winning is because he had the most impact. Nobody really had Stephen Fulton pound for pound on their rankings. You know what I'm saying? Especially not even in the top half of the pound for pound in their rankings, you know, leading up to the fight with Naoya Inoue. However, Stephen Fulton was labeled the #1 guy at 122 pounds. You know, out of him and MJ Akhmadaliev at the time when Akhmadaliev had the title. But at the end of the day, it's like I said, well deserved for Naoya Inoue. Now we do know when it comes to Errol Spence, I mean, like I said, Terrence Crawford had the biggest impact in boxing this year as he dismantled the guy that a lot of people had rated in the top 5 pound for pound rankings in Errol Spence. But again, you know, like I said, you can't go wrong with either one winning it. However, I believe Devin Haney was the runner-up for Fighter of the Year with his performances, with his win over Vasily Lomachenko, and then the dominant fashion he had over Regis Prograis. So, you know, great fights this year. Overall, 2023 had great fights. You know, we kicked it off at the beginning of the year with Artur Beterbiev dismantling I forgot the dude's name, but anyway, he did his thing. But at the same time, like I said before, great fights for 2023. Hopefully we can continue that in 2024. Hopefully, you know, these promoters will put on great fights or continue to put on great fights and not have this, hey, you know, you about to go out of business on this network and everything and then feel the pressure that now you want to finally put on some big fights. But I'm talking about the PBC and Showtime. But anyway, with that being said, you watching Bold and Understanding, rate, comment, and subscribe. And on the end of that note, family, peace.